Welcome back to the latest instalment of Starting at the Bottom. In the last video, we did end having been knocked out of both cup competitions. However, we were still on course to win the title quite comfortably, so all was still good. However, we are now a team on the verge of a crisis. I did state in the last video we were going to come back for the Darlington game. However, we have now lost 6 of the last 9 matches, meaning it was only right that I got myself back on and try to get this Leamington team motivated and back to winning ways to march on towards the league title. We will start the video with an away fixture at our rivals Hereford before fixtures against Darlington, Worksop, and ending with a home fixture against Scarborough. Before that though, we have had some news regarding our youth facilities. They have now been upgraded using the cup money from the FA Cup run we went on, and we're now up to basic youth facilities up from Poor. Before we get into the game, just a quick look at the table. As you can see, we are still 7 points clear with a game in hand. However, we are on terrible form at the minute. So hopefully we can put that right, starting with a win away to our rivals, Hereford. And it's Leamington that get us underway. Brady rolls the ball out to Perry and brings the ball forwards. Owen Farmer now plays it out wide to Miro Pais. Good ball into Farmer. Can he get a shot away? He can. And it's an excellent stop from Richardson and a corner for Leamington. Promising start from Leamington. Not a lot happening in this first half. An early chance for Owen Farmer. Not much else. 16 minutes gone as Williams has the ball. Martin Friday comes out wide to Lamar Gordon. Looks to take on the fullback. And he does so. Good ball to Cove. Back to Gordon. Cuts inside, right-footed, and he's hit the crossbar. So unlucky from Lamar Gordon. Hereford knocking the ball around nicely. Edwards plays it out wide to Osborne. Cross comes in and headed away by Perry, only as far as Jackson, who has a go from distance. And that pretty much sums up Leamington's look at the minute. A shot from distance, heading straight into Brady's arms, and it's deflected in. Hereford 1, Leamington 0. As Lamar Gordon comes forward looking for Martin Friday. Can he hit back straight away? And he can't. Another good save and out for a corner. Leamington try to come again now. Friday plays the ball all the way back to Perry. Crowther to Meredith. On to Miro Pais. Owen Farmer now. Good turn. Has a shot from distance and it's straight into the arms of Richardson. Leamington having plenty of chances but fall behind. Thanks to that deflected shot from Jackson. with Hereford's only shot of the game. Meredith knocked the ball forwards. Hereford had the ball once more. Edwards coming forward. Plays it to Osborne. Out wide to Hudson. Crossed into the box. Campbell with the header and with their second shot of the game. Hereford have a 2-0 lead. Hereford with the ball once more. Cisse looks to take on the full-back and does so. Brought down by Gordon. And ends up in the book. This Leamington team look also out of sorts at the minute. Can they pull a goal back before half-time? Cove tries to play it long, straight into the hands of Richardson. And there goes the half-time whistle. Hereford 2, Leamington 0. All to do in the second half for Leamington. Can they turn it round? Couple of half-time substitutions. Lynn Jones and Walker come on for Kelly, Miro Pais and Martin Friday in the hope they can find a way back into this game. And it's Hereford that get us underway. Williams now with the ball. To Crowther. Back to Williams. Dan Meredith out wide. Meredith once more. Plays in Owen Farmer. Can he get the ball into the box? He can. Williams with the effort and it's over the bar. So many missed opportunities for Leamington. It is worrying that they've got a lack of goals at the moment, despite so many chances in all these matches. Here they come once more. Walker now with the ball. Onto Farmer. Tripped by Richards. Farmer plays it to Cove. To Williams. Puts the ball in the box towards Farmer and it's headed over the crossbar. Another missed opportunity. Williams now with the ball. Onto Walker. Owen Farmer. He plays in Jones. Can he get the shot away? He crosses it in and it's blocked on the line by the goalkeeper. Leamington just can't find a goal at the moment. And here come Hereford. Great ball to Cisse, who gets the shot away, and it's a good stop by Brady. and out for a corner. Another corner for Hereford. The ball comes in and it's in the back of the net once more. Great header from Richards. And it's unbelievable what's happening with this Leamington team. Hereford 3, Leamington 0. Jones plays it to Farmer. Crosses it in and Lynn finally finds the net. However, they've already conceded 3. It's going to take a bit of a miracle for them to find the net twice more. Great ball by Farmer and headed into the net by Anthony Lynn. They somehow need to find 2 more goals in the last 25 minutes. Walker gives the ball away. Osborne now plays it out wide to Cisse. Good tackle by Cove. The ball comes in. And Perry should really have seen that out of play, but instead puts it out for a throw-in. Richards now trying to get the cross in and it's deflected out for another Hereford throw. Just under 20 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Richards looking for the long throw. Berridge heads away. Richards back in. Flicked on and Campbell with the header and Brady catches it this time. Crowther now with the ball. Berridge looks for Lane and gives the ball away. And here come Hereford once more. Ball comes in towards Campbell, headed, and Brady blocks it just on the line. It's really not looking likely that Leamington are going to get a goal. Osborne plays the ball out wide, and here come Hereford once more. Every time they come forward, they look as though they're going to score. Gets to the byline, cuts inside. Can he get a shot away? He can. And like I say, every time they came forward, they look as though they're going to score. And indeed they do. And Leamington have conceded 4 once more. Jones now plays it to Farmer. Back to Jones. Deflected out wide for a corner. Walker takes and headed clear. Falls to Farmer. Free kick on the edge of the area. Owen Farmer to take. Plays it inside to Cove and deflected into the hands of Richardson. Into the last minutes of stoppage time. And Leamington heading for yet another defeat. It looks as though it's going to be made worse by Campbell, but that's a good stop by Brady. Puts it out for a corner. Sterling James with the free kick now for Hereford. Into the back post, headed across, and once more. Hereford hit the ball in the back of the net. Thankfully, the linesman's flag's gone up. Not that it matters. Remains Hereford 4, Leamington 1. And there goes the full-time whistle on a very disappointing day. And Leamington not doing themselves any favours in this title race, as FC Fylde pull the deficit back to just 4 points. So after that result at our rivals Hereford, a 4-1 defeat, that means we've now lost 7 of our last 10 matches. And as you can see, the point difference is now down to 4 points between first and second, although we do still have a game in hand. However, we really need to start winning some matches. And it's not going to get any easier in the next one as we play away at 4th place Darlington. And here we go, it's Leamington that get us underway, looking to put an end to their dismal form. Quite a few changes in the Leamington team today. Just hoping to add a bit of freshness. As Walker looks to go forwards, intercepted. And here come Darlington. Headley now with the ball. Ball comes in, straight to Rutledge and headed away. Scott to Midgley, who has a go from distance, and once again, a shot from distance, deflected in, and it ends up in the back of the net. When you looks out. As Leamington try to hit back straight away. Walker now. Jones out wide, crosses it first time towards Berridge, and it's headed away. The offside flag was up though. That's an unbelievable strike from Darlington, deflects in off Stevenson, and Leamington behind once more. Brady plays it short. Berry now with the ball. Out to D'Amico Burton. Plays it forward to Berridge. Owen Farmer now. Tried to find Lynn, but it's intercepted by Main. Darlington knocking the ball around nicely. Ends up back at the goalkeeper, Jameson. Leamington can't get near them at the minute. Allen, great ball forward to Rutledge. And a good stop by Brady. Excellent football from Darlington. As it's Hatfield with the corner. Straight into the hands of Brady. Launches the ball long. Owen Farmer heads it down for Lynn. Finds Farmer once more. It looks out wide for Jones, but he's given the ball away again. Not a good first 10 minutes for Owen Farmer. Walker now with the ball. D'Amico Burton. Finds Berridge. Back to Burton once more. Can he find the cross? He can. And it's headed away only as far as Walker, and Lynn swings a leg at it. and puts it wide of the post. He really should have scored there. Here come Leamington once more. Berridge finds Lynn in the middle. Holds the ball up and the ball's cleared away to Rutledge and Berry pushes him. And Darlington have the ball. Main knocks it to Midgley. McGowan onto Rogers. Plays it out wide to Headley. Forward to Allen. Crosses the ball in towards Main. Gets ahead to it. And Brady catches it on his goal line. Stevenson now with the ball. Knocks it to Lynn. Finds Farmer in the middle once again. He gives the ball away. And it's Rutledge now with the ball. Main has a go from distance. And it's over the crossbar. Jameson plays the ball long towards Allen. Headed away by Burton. Walker knocks it onto Farmer. And he's brought down by McGowan. That was better play by Farmer. Jones puts the ball in the box, but it's headed away by Forbes. And here come Darlington. Good tackle by Stevenson. On to Jones. Stevenson cuts inside left-footed. Look to make up for that own goal. Deflected wide for a corner. Brady plays the ball to Berry. Onto Walker, who's had a good game so far. Burton onto Berridge. Knocks it forwards to Farmer. Looks for Berridge once more. Back inside to Farmer, onto his right foot. He gets a shot away. And it's a comfortable stop by Jameson. Corner now to Leamington. Farmer to take. Ball comes in. Headed away by Rogers. Falls to Jones. Farmer first time. And the linesman's flag goes up, but that ball should have ended up in the back of the net. A left-footed effort there by Lynn. As we edge closer towards half-time. Rutledge now with the ball, plays it to Midgley. Darlington knocking the ball around nicely. Good tackle there by Burton. And it's Berridge brought down. And a free kick to Leamington inside their own half. Darlington with the throw. Ball comes in. Headed away by Burton, only as far as Headley. Shot from distance, and it's over Brady's bar. Into the last few seconds of the first half. Stoppage to go. Jones has looked lively. Brings the ball forward towards Lynn. Intercepted. Jones once more. Puts the ball into the box and headed away by Headley. Burton picks it up, looks for Walker, onto Berridge. He has a shot and strikes it over the crossbar. And it's a goal kick to Darlington. Main now with the ball. Finds Headley, onto Allen. Finds McGowan. Good ball down the wing to Headley. Crosses the ball in towards Main. And Stevenson with a good header. Kelly missed it though. Main with an effort from distance, and it's just over the crossbar. And that should just about see the end of the first half. And there goes the half-time whistle. Leamington once again out of luck. Deflected shot off Stevenson, ends up in the back of the net. And we're going to half-time. Darlington 1, Leamington 0. So 5 changes made at the break there, plus a change of tactics. Leamington going for a 4-2-3-1 formation. As Williams goes into that attacking midfield role. Dan Meredith plays it forward to Williams. Knocks it back to Miro Paez. Meredith now onto Walker. Shot from distance, and Martin Friday really has to head that into the back of the net. And it is really worrisome that none of the strikers seem to be able to hit the target. Miro Paez now with the ball. Good footwork onto Dan Meredith. Looks to get the cross in, plays it inside. Miro Paez onto Williams. Walker on the edge of the area, and it's blocked. And Darlington look to hit them on the counter-attack. Out wide to Main. Walker gives the ball away again. As Darlington look to find a way out, and they do. Myers-Smith. Mascot bringing the ball forward. Platt now. He looked for Main on the outside. Meredith heads the ball out for a Darlington throw. Berry now with the ball. Kelly knocks it forward to Williams. Out wide to Burton. And he's brought down by Maskell. He should really go in the referee's book, but I think the referee's let him away with it. And it's Burton to take the throw-in now. On to Kelly. Back to Burton, who plays it in first time towards Pais, but it's headed away. And Dan Meredith picks it up. Walker now plays it to Williams. A shot from distance, and it's deflected behind for a Leamington corner. Can they find the equaliser? Williams now with the ball. Knocks it to Martin Friday. Back to Williams, who drives forward. Great play by Williams. Plays it back to Dan Meredith. Inside to Pais. Walker. On to Williams once more. Left-footed and deflected wide for a corner. Meredith with the throw. On to Williams. Goes all the way back to Berry. Burton now with the ball. Plays it to Lamar Gordon, left-footed, and once again deflected behind for yet another corner. There's been a much more solid second half from Leamington, but yet again, struggling to find a goal. Meredith plays it into Martin Friday. Kelly out wide to Burton. And once more brought down by Maskell. This time it does go in the book. It should really have gone in the book the first time round. And it's a free kick. Gordon puts it in. Headed away. Friday heads it back into Williams. And it's cleared away. Crowther now looks to play it back in and collected by the goalkeeper Jameson. 15 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Can Leamington find a goal? Crowther forward once more towards Friday. Intercepted. McGowan brings down Pais off the ball and ends up in the referee's book. Williams to take the free kick. Has a go, and it's over the crossbar. Darlington now with the ball. Played forward, and it lands at Crowther. To Berry, onto Walker. Launches the ball forward towards Friday. But it's intercepted by Rogers and out for a throw-in. 8 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Can Leamington find that equaliser? Maskell now with the ball. Crossed in, Main with the header. And the first shot of the second half for Darlington comes in the 88th minute. But they've defended brilliantly today and still lead 1-0. Leamington though, bringing the ball forward. Dan Meredith gives the ball away. And Darlington once more come forward. Main now with the ball. Midgley onto Main. Good header there. Intercepted once more. Friday intercepts, gives it to Williams. To Miro Pais. Knocks it on to Dan Meredith. Crosses the ball in and collected simply by Jameson. As Maskell brings the ball forwards. Stanton onto Main. Takes on Meredith. Crosses the ball in towards Maskell. who keeps the ball in play, crosses the ball in towards Platt, and he's headed it just over the crossbar. 4 minutes of stoppage time remaining. Leamington with the goal kick. Breary goes long. Finds Gordon. Friday knocks it back to Lamar Gordon. Out wide to D'Amico Burton. Looks for Pies in the middle. Gets his head to it and he's headed it over the crossbar. Last chance for Leamington. Headed away by Rodgers. Dan Meredith puts it in first time and collected by Jameson, the goalkeeper. And he's taken his time over it, launches it long, and that should be the full-time whistle. And it is. The game ends. Darlington 1, Leamington 0. And once again, struggling for goals, despite many chances in the game. Although it was a much more solid second half, so maybe the tactic 4-2-3-1 may be the way to go forward in the next game. So after that disappointing result away at Darlington, there is just 1 point separating first and second place, although we do still have a game in hand. However, having lost 8 of our last 11 matches, things aren't looking good. We do have an away fixture away at Worksop next. As you can see, they are currently sitting 21st in the table, so it's an excellent opportunity for us to get back to winning ways. Because of how we played in the second half against Darlington when we switched to that 4-2-3-1 formation, and we only have Williams who can play in that attacking midfield role, I have gone out and signed a player who was on a non-contract at Macclesfield by the name of Fraser Harper. He did play very well against us when we played against Macclesfield, so hopefully he can do the same thing wearing our Leamington shirt. So it is Worksop that get us underway. Can Leamington get a result out of this game? Or is their dismal form going to continue? Remember, they've lost their last 4 league games in a row. Williams now. Tamiro Pies. Dan Meredith finds new boy Harper, puts the ball in the box towards Friday and cleared away. Williams now. Pies. An effort from the edge of the area and it's gone over the crossbar. A promising start from Leamington, but we have said this in previous matches as well. Can they continue it? Good header by Pies, picked up by Waterfall. O'Malley, back to Ross, the goalkeeper. Plays the ball long. Kelly now. Forward to Harper. Berry. Onto Berridge. Looks for Martin Friday and he does get there. Pulls it back to the edge of the area to Dan Meredith. Williams now has a go and blocked. Cleared away by Bramall. Only as far as Berry. Launches it forward towards Friday and that's well collected by the goalkeeper. Ball picked up by Breary. Berry. Meredith plays it to Pies. Williams now. Looks for Harper. Pulls it back. Harper once more onto Berridge. First time volley into the back of the net. And what a great start this is for Leamington. Good play by Harper, the new boy. Into Pies. Back to Harper who went for a shot. Deflected into Berridge, first time volley, and past the goalkeeper Ross. Worksop 0, Leamington 1. Can Leamington build on this and go and get a second? Worksop looking to respond right away. McAndrew now puts the ball into the box, and that's a great collect by Brady. Ball played forward. Harper once more. It looks as though he's gone down injured. That's not good. 10 minutes into his debut. As Ruiz Rente comes forward and Kelly puts the ball out so Harper can receive some treatment. Harper, he has been credited with an assist there for Berridge's goal, so they won't be wanting to see him off injured. Miro Pais with the ball. Puts it in, Berry with the header, and it's just over the crossbar. And Ross takes the goal kick now for Worksop. Burton now heads it down for Berridge. Plays it to Kelly. Miro Pais onto Kelly. Out wide to Meredith. McAndrew. Good tackle by Pais. Goes out for a Worksop throw-in. O'Malley to take. Ball played forward to Graham. Well played by Perry. Meredith picks the ball up, plays it back to Perry. Williams onto Kelly. Plays it forward. Miro Pais. Can he find a pass? He can to Berridge, who has a goal from distance, and it's well collected by Ross, the goalkeeper. Still Worksop 0, Leamington 1. O'Malley with the throw-in once more. Ball played forward towards Bramall. Back to McAndrew, who has a go. And that's well held by Brady. Worksop just finding one or two opportunities as Berry brings the ball forward. Knocks it back to Brady. On to Perry. Meredith to Kelly. Plays it forward to Harper. Williams now onto Martin Friday. Onto Berridge. D'Amico Burton loses the ball though to Bramall as Worksop look to work it forwards. Woods. Played it on and Graham's in one-on-one. That's good pace by Kelly to get back and intercept the pass. Harper now onto Williams. It looks as if he shrugged off that injury. Harper once more onto Kelly. Ball goes out wide to Dan Meredith. Miro Pais now brings the ball into the 18-yard box. Plays it out to Kelly. Martin Friday onto Berridge once more. A right-footed effort curled into the corner. And Tim Berridge has got himself a brace. Worksop 0, Leamington 2. Martin Friday. Ball to Berridge, first time, right-footed. Curled into the corner past the goalkeeper Ross. And Berridge is on for a hat-trick. Brady rolls it out to Perry. Burton onto Berry. Back to Burton. Played forward looking for Friday but intercepted. Graham onto Ruiz Rente. And it's just past Brady's post. Corner now to Worksop. O'Malley to take. Ball put in, headed away by Williams. Bramall collects, back out to O'Malley. He puts the ball back in and headed away by Burton. Ruiz Rente picks it up. Bramall into the box. And McAndrew heads it into the back of the net. Worksop are right back in it. Just when you think everything's going right for Leamington, they go and concede straight away. Harper now plays it forward to Friday. Finds Miro Paez, has a go from distance. He's done it. Straight from kick-off. Leamington restore their 2-goal lead. Harper played in Martin Friday. Onto Paez, left-footed. And he just lobs it past the goalkeeper. Worksop 1, Leamington 3. And Brady collects the ball comfortably. Perry played forward towards Berridge, headed on. Picked up by Waterfall onto Bramall. Knocks it forward to Graham. Cuts inside. Left-footed, and that's a good stop by Brady. And it's a corner, O'Malley to take. Waterfall with the header. And it's somehow snuck in between the defender and the post. And straight away, Leamington have conceded again. Worksop 2, Leamington 3. Meredith comes forward, puts the ball into the box. Berridge with the header and into the hands of Ross. Berridge now with the ball. Onto Burton. Puts the ball in towards Miro Paez. Comes out to Kelly. Dan Meredith now with the ball. Takes on Graham. Harper looked as though he was pushed, but it falls to Paez, who puts the ball into the back of the net. And once again, Leamington have a 2-goal lead as it's Worksop 2, Leamington 4. Meredith puts the ball in the box. Harper, he went down, but the ball deflects into Paez's path and he hammers it into the back of the net. It's been a crazy first half with 4 goals in 5 minutes. Can they see it out to half time? And they do. There goes the half-time whistle. Leamington are in front and they'll just want to get through this game with a win and build on it for the next one. Leamington get us underway as Harper comes forward. He's had a good first game so far. He was signed from Macclesfield, a non-contract at Macclesfield. He's also on a non-contract at Leamington. So he's also playing for a permanent contract. One or two tired legs now for Leamington. And they are going to make some changes. Jones for Paez. Walker for Williams. Stevenson for Meredith. Cove for Burton. And Lamar Gordon for Berridge. Just over 25 minutes to go plus stoppage time as Stevenson has the ball, knocks it to Perry. Berry out to Cove. Lamar Gordon. Good pace there, taking on the fullback. Has a go from distance, and that's a good stop by Ross to knock it out for a corner. Walker to take. Puts the ball in and headed away by Woods. Walker onto Martin Friday, who has a go from distance and he's hit the crossbar. Cove knocks it back in towards Gordon, who heads it on, but it goes over the bar. Worksop have the ball in their own half. McAndrew plays it to O'Malley. Forward to Graham. It's heading into the 18-yard box. Puts the ball into Ruiz Rente. And the lead is down to 1 goal. Worksop 3. Leamington 4. And this Leamington defence just seems to link goals for fun. Gordon now with the ball. Berry onto Kelly. Forward towards Harper. Takes it down on his chest. Pulls it back to Walker. Kelly onto Jones. Walker to Gordon. Comes back to Berry. To Cove out on the left. Stevenson knocks it forward to Jones in the 18-yard box. He finds a cross, and that's a good block by Gouda. Stevenson now with the ball. On to Kelly. Back out to Jones, who looks to take on the fullback once more. He does find it this time. He finds Friday in the box, who slots it into the empty net, and the 2-goal lead has been restored. Worksop 3, Leamington 5. Martin Friday's had a great game, 2 assists, and now gets his name on the score sheet. And he's starting to look like the striker we had earlier in the season. Just over 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go as Walker takes the corner. Ball comes in, headed away by Gouda. Martin Friday collects. Picks out Walker. Back to Friday. Nice 1-2s there. Jones now with the ball. Puts the ball in the box. And it's deflected over the line. Gordon swung a leg at it. It bounced between the defenders. And it ends up in the back of the Worksop net. Worksop 3. Leamington 6. And they look as though they finally got their goal scoring touch back. Friday into Jones, knocks the ball across the box, and it just ricochets off the defenders and past the goalkeeper. But here come Worksop once more. Brown puts the ball in towards the back post. Good header by Cove. Falls to Ruiz Rente. And it has ended up in the back of the net once more, this time Leo Graham. Defensively, Leamington have been woeful today. Seven minutes of stoppage time remain. Worksop 4, Leamington 6. And there goes the full-time whistle. And Leamington finally record a win, which puts them 4 points clear at the top of the table. And and hopefully they can take this form into the next game against Scarborough at home and possibly extend that lead at the top. So after that 6-4 victory at Worksop, as you can see, we have secured a playoff place. But after the season we've had, I'm really not content with that. I want to go for the title now. We are 4 points clear with 7 games remaining. We've got a home game against Scarborough next, who you can see are in third place, so it's not going to be an easy game. We are going to stick with the same formation, 4-2-3-1. Hopefully we can be a bit more solid defensively this time round. However, as long as we come away with the 3 points, that's all that matters. So let's get straight into the game against Scarborough, see how we get on. So here we go, and Scarborough get us underway. First against third. Williams now with the free kick. Puts the ball into the area. Good header by Berry. No, it's Callum Perry. Into the back of the net. He out-jumped Berridge, got his head to it, and the ball ends up in the back of the net. Great free kick from Williams into the back post. 2 of them go for it, and it's Perry that out-jumps Berridge and heads it into the back of the net. Leamington 1, Scarborough 0. Great start from Leamington. Can they build on that early goal? Miro Pais with the corner now, left-footed in swinger. And it's cleared away by Thornton. Onto Berridge. Pais cuts inside the box, hits it. But the linesman had his flag up. It wouldn't have counted anyway. And Whitley to take the free kick. Meredith now with a free kick for Leamington. Onto the goal scorer, Perry. Berry now knocks it onto Burton. Good tackle by Waldron. A lot of space left by Burton there as Waldron comes forward. Puts the ball into the box towards Green. First time volley. And thankfully for Brady, it flies over his crossbar. Burton now with the throw. Puts the ball into the box towards Miro Pais, who wins the header, but it goes over the crossbar. 20 minutes gone, Leamington 1, Scarborough 0. Harper now tries to put the ball in towards Pais. Cleared away as Green comes forward. Chance to counter-attack for Scarborough. They've got 2 over the far side. Leamington do get some players back. But Colville takes on Burton once more. Puts the ball into the box. Brady knocks it down for Green. Onto Walston. And thankfully it flies over the crossbar. Nervy times at the back once more for Leamington. And Scarborough come forward once more. Brown now with the ball. Onto Thornton. Knocks it forward to Green. Pulls it back to the penalty spot for Woolston, and thankfully it goes over the bar once more. Leamington living dangerously right before half-time. 10 minutes to go. Martin Friday knocks the ball down to Miro Pais, who gets tackled by Brown once more. Walker wins it though, knocks it out to Burton. Berridge looks out wide and Dan Meredith finds it. Crosses the ball at the back post to Berridge. And it's just over the crossbar. Green now with the ball. Good tackle in the middle of the park by Miro Pais. Ball ends up at the back. Brady looks for Berridge. And that looked like a push. It was. Free kick to Leamington at the halfway line. Five minutes plus stoppage time in the end of the first half. Berry wins the header there. Falls to Meredith. Plays it to Miro Pais. Meredith. Nice give and go there. Berridge at the back post and he heads it just wide. He should really have hit the target. Dan Meredith now. Into Perry. Walker plays it long. Falls to Harper, who knocks it to Friday. Miro Pais takes on the defender. Can he get a shot away? He can't. He cuts back inside on his left foot. And deflected wide for a corner. A corner to Leamington just before the break. Waldron plays it forward to Colville. Brady's in no man's land, but he does get there first. Ended up being good goalkeeping. And there goes the half-time whistle. Much better defensively from Leamington, as they have a slender lead going into the break. 1-0, thanks to that header from Perry. Friday gets us underway. That's well played by Harper there. He intercepted the ball and then won a free kick, which resulted in Waldron getting booked. And a chance for Williams to put it in towards that back post once more. He plays it short this time to Martin Friday. Berry knocked it out to Williams, but the linesman has his flag up. And it'll be a free kick to Scarborough. Walker now with the ball. Finds Harper. Knocks it back to Meredith. Played forward towards Harper. Well played. He knocks it into Miro Pais, who smashes it over the crossbar. He had to hit the target. Brilliant play from Harper though. Half an hour plus stoppage time to go. Lamar Gordon coming on for Berridge. Jones for Miro Pais. Owen Farmer for Martin Friday. Cove coming on for Burton. Goal kick to Scarborough. Knocked out wide to Brown. Forward to Green. Intercepted by Williams though. Berry plays the ball long towards Farmer, headed away. Jones Walker knocks it down for Jones into Harper, who has a go and deflected into the hands of Whitley. Brady knocks the ball long. Headed down by Anderson, just to Gordon though, who knocks it to Harper. He's running at the defence, pulls it back for Gordon! What a finish that is from Lamar Gordon! Fraser Harper just drives at the defence. Knocks it back for Lamar Gordon, right-footed. And puts it into the far corner. Leamington 2, Scarborough 0. And so far, this has been a brilliant game from Leamington. Ten minutes to go now. Couple more tired legs for Leamington. So just bring Crowther on at the back. Just to try and see the game out. Last 5 minutes plus stoppage time. This would be a huge win for Leamington. Perry taking his time. Goes long towards Gordon, who does retrieve it. He looked to take on the full-back, but knocked in the middle, and Owen Farmer has to score there, but he kicks it right at the goalkeeper. I was just wondering whether it was a penalty, but the ball fell to Owen Farmer in the middle, and he just smashed it right at the goalkeeper. Either side, and it's a goal. 4 minutes of stoppage time remaining. And there goes the full-time whistle. A professional performance from Leamington, who went ahead and then just managed the game. We caught a second in the second half and end up winning the game 2-0. Just looking at the table there as well, that now puts Leamington 7 points clear at the top of the table. So after that dismal run of form, they do have a bit of breathing room back at the top of the table. So after suffering 8 losses in 11 games, we do end the video winning back-to-back matches. A 6-4 victory away at Worksop and a 2-0 victory at home to Scarborough, who were sitting in third place. Added to the fact AFC Fylde just lost 1-0 away to Worksop. That does put us 7 points clear at the top of the table, going into the final 6 games. We are going to end the video there. I will skip ahead past the next couple of matches, the home game against Peterborough Sports and the away game against Bedford. Hopefully we can build on those back-to-back wins and put ourselves in touching distance of the title. When we come back, I will come back for the Alfreton game and we'll play the remaining 4 fixtures of the season and hopefully get our hands on the National League North Championship. As always, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you on the next episode.